Craig, a 1-0 defeat, a late winner from Brighouse. What were your thoughts on the performance?
I think the game at all were flat, to be honest with you. I think neither side had any quality today. I do understand the conditions has probably thrown both sides really on that side of things. You can see it now with the conditions. We didn't handle it pretty well the first half. In fact, I don't think we had. I actually thought we played better the second half, and we didn't have the conditions. But you know, if you don't take your chances, you're not going to win games. We've had quite a few clear-cut chances there, and I didn't take it. But fair play to Brighouse. You know, they took the chance, but it's another goal that we've just probably catalogue of errors in the goal. So disappointing, just gifting goals.
How sickening is it to go from the Sheffield result and performance to, obviously the conditions played a big part in it, but
Yeah.
to losing 1-0?
It's not sickening. I keep saying in each interview we're not fully there. It's what we are at the minute in time. We're striving to be eights and nines every single game, but at the minute, we've put a performance here that's probably 4 out of 10, and then we'll come to Saturday and we'll be 10 out of 10. It's exactly the same. That's been the season that we're in, and that's why we're just nearly there. We're just nearly. I've just said to the players there, by the end of this month, we could be just playing for the sake of playing, and just because we're not putting a string of run and performances together. 1 minute we're 10, 1 minute we're 4, and we've got to start putting a run together where we're consistently playing at high performance every single week, and the players have got to take responsibility for that. They have got to take responsibility.
You mentioned about the slight contrast in both halves. What do you think was nailed down to that difference?
Well, I think with the conditions first half, it's always naturally sometimes when you've got such a powerful wing going with you that it's sometimes you forget to play, and we did. We forgot to play. Our 4 set plays were poor all the way around. We didn't put enough pressure on the box and in the 6-yard box really. But the second half, because you have no option but to play, it forced us into playing and forced us into playing in the right areas. And like I say, you've seen the chances at the end there. You've seen Alex there going for a 1-on-1. Aaron, there's a couple of others that's fizz across the box, but you've got to be scoring.
Luke Hall came on in the second half to make his debut for the club after joining from Sheffield.
Yeah.
Obviously the conditions really didn't suit his play style necessarily, but how pleasing was it to get him over the line and into the squad for today?
Yeah, really pleasing. He's got a lot of talent. He's got it's going to be interesting to work with him now, this season and next. So it's a good signing for us. You saw there glimpses today. The ability he has when he's got the ball at his feet, and once he's a buyer player, he struggles to catch. But let's not forget, he's come to a new club. He only done late yesterday. We've got him on the pitch for 35 minutes, and now we can get him in this week and get a good Tuesday, Thursday into him, and hopefully, which will help put him in good stead for the future.
Even though Alex played in the Sheffield and Senior Hampshire Senior Cup semi-final against Rossington, he came back in a league setting today after suspension. What were your thoughts on his performance, and how pleasing it is to have him back at your disposal?
Yeah, Alex. Overall, I think he's done okay. But I think Alex again, he's one of those players like the rest of 11 in there. We cannot just be okay. We want to strive to be better, strive to be winners, and strive to be in the mix to win things. And Alex did okay today, like the rest of the players. But we want more out of every single player, and it's good to have Alex back. Don't get me wrong, he brings so much to us as a side and everything. But he's got to become a consistent player, and I'm hoping I can get that out of him from now till the end of the season.
Bridlington on Saturday, they've endured a recent upturn in form. Yeah. But obviously down there at the bottom. What were your thoughts going into that one, and how much do we need to bounce back after tonight?
We have to bounce back straight away. We have to win the next game. There's no doubt in that. We've got some tough games coming up, and we've got to start picking points up, because, like I said, we're going to end up mid-table, and that's where we're going to end up, and that ain't where we want to be. So it's a tough game at Bridlington. I actually thought they were, on the day here, that they were very good against us, especially going forward. So we've got to be lively, we've got to be on our toes, but also we've got to give them some problems, and try and get there and get 3 needed points.
And finally, obviously, this brings January to an end. We've mentioned how hectic it would be, and we managed to pull ourselves back into contention with the playoffs. And also getting to a cup final. What would be your assessment of the past month?
Frustrating, really, because it's been a busy month. I think a month that we anticipated, wanted, and tried to achieve as a side to try and take as many maximum points as we can. We've gone away to difficult teams and picked up points. We put on good performance like the other day against Sheffield, but then it's been a mixed bag, hasn't it? Because then you get the performance at Dunstan. I put Stockbridge to one side, but for me, you get another flattish performance here today. So again, just been frustrating. A frustrating month because I think we should have took more. I really do think we should have took more points.